Johnny Silverhand, exotics, cybernetics, a theory regarding Jackie's death, and more. Come with me and I will show you a lot of the details you probably missed on the 2077 InStyle trailer. I am EdgeRunner Code and welcome to my frame-by-frame analysis for the latest trailers released by CDPR. Those trailers are so packed with action that is nearly possible to comprehend all the details if you watch it normally. This is the fragment I will be breaking down for you on this first episode, but not before you smash that like button. By doing so, you're telling me the type of content you want to see more on the channel. Alright, let's get started. We begin this trailer with a glimpse of what looks like to be a concert of Silverhand. Here we can see his left arm, his left silver arm, his hand, he's holding a pistol, and we can also see on the back like some samurai graffitis and a poster. On the next shot, this is the first time we've seen the character creator builder in a long time. So here you can see that we have 3 presets, at least 3 on this picture. There's also a full randomized one on the bottom, and we also have a confirmation that something we sort of knew before, that the other characters will refer to V with female pronouns if you choose a feminine voice, and it will refer to V as with male pronouns if you choose a male voice. The pronouns are never related to how you look and are only related to how you sound. What's also interesting here is that we can see a Valentinus tattoo. There's some dice tattoo here. They all look really cheap and prison style, and it makes me wonder if some customization options will be locked behind specific life paths, because I don't see how a corporate V will have a Valentinus tattoo, for example, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I would also like to call attention for the size of this scrolling bar. It's so tiny, so that has been confirmed that you can customize pretty much everything, and I'm really excited to see this. Moving on to the next shot, we have the El Coyote Coho bar. We saw this several times already, and I still get impressed by this place, the amount of details. There's a lot of things going on. The first time we saw this was actually in 2018 E3 trailer, and the place just improved over the years. This place is run by Valentinus, and you can see there's a lot of them. They are very noticeable with those golden plated prosthetics. There's also some arcades here in the back that I really do hope that we can play on them. Maybe I cannot figure out what games is this, but this looks like a platform game. This looks like a driving game, maybe. I just hope there are some arcade mini games so we can play with instead of Gwent. Don't get me wrong, I love Gwent, but I don't know. There's also some ads running in the back. This ad is from that insurance company that have the super creep ads. The dude checking his phone, a lot of journals, which is like a trademark for this place, and maybe Morgan from Red Dead Redemption. Moving up, we have an aerial shot from Night City. It's just gorgeous. The city, there's some haze, those billboards, of course. The first time I saw this, I assumed it was Pacifica because of the Ferring wheel, but now I think it's Rancho Coronado probably. So I'm not 100% sure where this is, but the camera apparently is somewhere nearby North Oak, judging by the vegetation and elevation. I'm not sure. What I think is very curious is this is the first time I'm seeing this mega structure here, the super tall building. Just comparing to the residential mega building, it is at least, I don't know, 40-30% taller. So this is probably the tallest building I've seen on the city. Maybe not as tall as the Arasaka Tower here, but it's definitely one of the tallest buildings. I am still working on a super amazing in-depth breakdown for the buildings of Night City, comparing their sizes in relationship with real-life buildings, and it's still work in progress. It should be coming eventually, so stay tuned for that. We can also note how intense is the traffic. That's probably some technique that will render simpler models of the car, but we can see that there's a lot of cars in this city. For the next shot, we have Poplar Street. Fun fun fact about Night City is that every single street of the city will have names. May look like it's not a big deal, but it brings up the immersion a lot, and also it can create some interesting scenarios where you can talk about some specific locations that you've been through with your friends. And I don't know, it's just a good bar talk, maybe, depending on which types of bars you go these days. The ride in the foreground is a view for Alvarado, and more details on that on the breakdown for the rides of Dark Future, so make sure to stay around so you can see that breakdown as well. Should be coming sometime next week. We can also see lots of reflections all over the place. I've been arguing with some people if this is ray traced or not. Some people say that this is a screen space reflections. I'm not a computer nerd and not 100% sure, but it could be one of them. Either way, the shot just looked gorgeous. If you know more about computer graphics, leave in the comments if you think this is ray traced trailer or not. One more shot of the Lizzie's bar. We've seen this place a lot. I don't know, I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time here. I don't know, it's something about this place that I really enjoy. What about you? Which bars are you excited to see? You're probably gonna hang here, maybe go to some Tiger Claws to see what's going on there, and definitely the Afterlife. Another thing I like very much about this style is those plastic clothing. Some people are saying they got removed from the game by the lack of seeing them in some newer trailers, but there they are still in the game. I just really dig those transparent plastic vibe. Moving on, we have a close-up shot of 2 magazines. There's garbage and magazines and newspaper everywhere in Night City, and I'm definitely gonna spend a lot of time zooming in them and reading them, and probably gonna make a whole video about the trash and the paper media of Cyberpunk 2077. Here we have one called Ballsy and another called Nilfgaard, which is a clear reference from the Witcher 3 game. Also on the Nilfgaard magazine we can read here Bear, Bad and Bold, a sinful game guide. So could this be a mini game, a mini sex game inside the game? I don't know, maybe. On the reception here there is a guy with or a woman, I'm not sure, with flashy white clothes and a golden palm implant, which is very common in Night City as well. This is another shot inside the Coyote Coho bar. So this is a female Valentino's gang member with some interesting tattoos. There's some naked woman with a braindance headset and net running gear. I'm not sure what the hell that is, but it's quite an interesting tattoo. On the other arm, she has written, "I am still here." And from what I could research on the real life internet, this could either be a reference of a song from Sia, a mockumentary from Joaquin Phoenix, or even a drama movie that shows the issue of human trafficking in USA, or maybe it could be something entirely different. Leave in the comments if you got this reference, I would love to hear from you. Here we have Johnny Silverhand on a concert. You can clearly see the silver left hand. He also loved this Malorian pistol, he's always using it, at least on the past. This is clearly a shot from the past, this is not 2077, and my idea is that Johnny Silverhand will keep bridging us back to the past so he can teach us the history of Night City. So this could be prior the Arasaka riots or something. Next up we have Johnny Silverhand choking someone. I think this is a follow-up from the first shot. We can see the same, the wall looks the same. On the next frame we have a Valentino woman with a quite unique style. She has a leather jacket, a red fur necklace, some black leather half tank top with a frontal zipper, so you can see he has her belly outside. There's some golden prosthetic, not golden, maybe like bronzish prosthetic arm with spikes, and of course the facial red plating with golden jaw. That's quite a unique design, Ape. Up next we have the zoomed out shot of the same scene. We can see in better details her clothing. Since this is a fashion video, I think it's worth pointing out that she is on point. On the table there are a couple of grenades, and one of them is actually highlighted in blue, indicating that this could be a lootable item from the scene. We also have a few cars on the back and those buildings. This place really looks like Haywood. On the shot we have some street in the night. There's a red Chevalier from Chevillon SUV here on the left side. Right in the middle, there's the yellow Rayfield Caliburn on the back, and this is clearly a luxury street, so it's probably in Japantown, judging by this club. There's some signs here, I cannot tell what exactly that is, but maybe it is a club slash casino slash hotel, most likely being run by the Tiger Claws. And talking about Tiger Claws, here we have another stunning female character, quite unique. She's clearly from the Tigers. I think she featured a few weeks ago on the Gangs of Night City posters. She was a little bit different, she had hair back then, so it could be different character, or maybe they just reworked her. Either way, she's very likely to be a high-ranking officer or something, because she's clearly taking the point on the scene here. The red matte real skin covers her entire body from neck to toe. Her hair has been replaced with spikes, which is not uncommon to see in Night City. She's wearing a leather bodysuit, which is so beautiful. I love this. There's some stickers on the bottom, and there's some really strong motorcycle vibes to her. There's the All Foods ad on the back, and also two bodyguards, the right one having those luminescent tattoos, clear sign of Tiger Claws. At the follow-up shot, we have a better look at her visuals, and she have those super crazy leg prosthetics where her feet was replaced by those super sharp blades. It's like a ballerina heels or something. Here on the back, we can also see the Arch motorbike, which is a collaboration between Keanu Reeves' company called Arch to bring this unique motorcycle into the game. And look at her again. Man, I wonder if she would be a romance option, because I would love to take her for a spin. What about you? And for the next shot, I have a wild theory. I would love to hear your feedback on the comment sections below. If you're a little bit afraid of spoilers, maybe jump ahead this frame. But keep in mind, it's just a theory. I have no inside information whatsoever. But this girl here on the right side, she's clearly Misty, right? This girl is Misty, and Misty is the girlfriend of Jackie Wells. Also, in the cinematic trailer from 2019, if I remember correctly, we see that the job to get the immortality chip goes south, and Jackie dies in the Delamain taxi. So I believe this is the bullet that killed Jackie. We can see this is clearly a bullet on the necklace. And there's also this wheelchair here on the back. So could this scene maybe be in an alternate history where Jackie didn't die but became paraplegic? I think that's kind of sketchy, because it should be very easy to revert his condition, considering his 2077 technology and all. So I don't think that's the case. The wheelchair could also be for V, so maybe we're recovering after getting shot in the head by Dexter Deshawn, so we maybe trying to readjust. We also see some recent footage of V installing a reinforced spine, so this could have something to do with that procedure, maybe. What bugs me, why would they show us Jackie dying on the trailer in 2019? Is there any way to save him? Or maybe regardless of the choices we make, some things in the game are just unavoidable. I really can't wait to find those answers. Leave in the comments if you think that Jackie's fate is already sealed or not. This is one thing that keeps me awake at night. On the next shot, we have another Valentino Ganger next to a Villefort sedan with the writing Somos la Muerte, which means we are death. This place appears to be the same location as the previous shot, but from a different angle. Moving on, we have the highway that connects the city center. We can see here it's written right there, city center. Since it's facing that way, the camera is on the city center. These buildings here on the back are the same ones that we can see from V's apartment, and since the apartment is pointing towards Japantown, this is probably the highway that connects those two districts. On the foreground, we have the Avanti ad, which I believe is the brand that manufactured those cosmetic implants, those golden stripes, and those platinum plates for your arm. On the next couple of shots, there's some quite interesting turns of event. This is like some Witcher Butcher of Lefkin style, and this girl was shown before on the Postcards of Night City trailer in trouble. She was being taken as hostage by those Tiger Claws gangers, and now we can see her slicing limbs clean with her mantis blades. It's quite an interesting scene, like it sends you, the player, message to be careful who you mess with on the streets, because everyone in Night City is packing advanced weaponry, and most of them can defend themselves, so be careful, this is not GTA we're talking about here. Here we have a classic TV show exploiting the violence. The TV host is super excited with the Blondie performance dispatching those bad guys. On the back we can see some holographic representations of the Mantis blade, so this could be a very elaborate ad from Arasaka. Maybe that girl is like a super well-trained soldier that shows you, alright, if you're wearing our products you can, I don't know, do anything, no bad guy will ever touch you. On the right hand we see some high-end net running gear. This is like tier 4 or 5 net running gear. This is super high-end tech. On the follow-up shot we can have a better look at the TV host. It's quite interesting that she's not with her prosthetic arms on this shot. It could be a real skin cover on her arms for, like, I don't know, 1 week she likes to go naked, and the other one she covers her prosthetics. Or maybe they just remodeling her character. They doing a lot of changes this past months, so maybe this is how she looks now. And here we have all the 4 styles. I'll be covering one of each those styles on every video. In Cyberpunk 2077, every clothing, building, car, or even every weapon is based on one of those 4 styles, so you'll be seeing them a lot throughout the game. If you feel like this video was helpful, just wait until November 19th. I have a comprehensive list of post-launch content videos already planned, and I would love for you to watch them all. For that, all you have to do is smash that subscribe button, and while you're at it, maybe activate that notification bell as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.